Our temperatures are up around 45 degrees. Yesterday I think we hit 48. So we're getting some melt, but it also makes things muddy and a little slick where it refreezes overnight. All right, let's open up the hay shed. I think I'm gonna try and get rid of some more of this grass hay. In the future, I don't think I'll be buying as much grass hay as just the more straight alfalfa. Our animals all do great on alfalfa. I know a lot of people say an alfalfa diet, especially for horses, isn't great, but our Mustangs have great digestive system, and alfalfa has never bothered them. As a matter of fact, if you see what the BLM feeds them in the pens their entire life, it's alfalfa. So, and they do fine. I'm gonna pick that one off the top. These grass bales is they're made a little bit heavier, and my tractor isn't really set up for that much weight. I can struggle with it and make it work, but it's not a great idea, and I would really rather not be doing that. Like I said, hopefully in the future we go back to we were doing 900-pound square bales, and they were great. Just the right size for the tractor. Look out. We got to take this off.
Right?
Yeah, I think doing it that way we lose a lot less.
It's the other way when you're ripping it away, it loosens up.
Yeah. Let's get a little cake for the cows.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's the reality.
Hang on, piece. Come on, everybody. Everybody in. Come here. Come here. Come here. Soji. Yes. Yeah. Soji. Soji. Come on.
There you go. Did you get those things out of the wall?
I don't know. Soji. Wait, wait. Soji, come on. Come here. Hey. Soj. Soj. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey. Come on. Come on, sweetie.
Well, it's not easy.
Come on. Come on. Hey. Hey, 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 hey. Alright. Should be able to push him in from there. Wait. Wait, wait, you're pinching her. She doesn't know any better. Go on. There we go. Sometimes I think my life is held together by zip ties and duct tape and baling twine. Enough room for the tractor to get in. Dude, you're gonna get kicked. She's gonna kick you. She's done it before. Better watch it. She's getting ready. What are you doing, dude? Huh? So the trick is I want this post with the door to be right up against the barn. And we can let them back out. There's more out here. Okay. Mickey and the cows have a new bale. Oh, I need to fix that bottom post because I've learned if I don't do that, they make a huge mess. I probably should have kept them locked in their loafing shed while I was doing it. One more good long piece of baling twine. Excuse me, cold front. Excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you. Wait your turn. Now. Wait. Is that good? Fresh hay? You're gonna be a mama. See? So I struggle getting these nice and tight so that they don't get loose. What I've started to do last time, and it worked pretty well for a while. Once I get to here, as I go down, because they'll work on it and slide that off. So I'll take it and I'll candy cane or barber pole or whatever you want to call it around this wood. And it tends to grab it so it doesn't slide quite so easy for them. All right, now we'll let you out. Okay? All right. Everybody loves the fresh hay, which makes you wonder why they destroy it so badly. Do it again. So just because I had them laying around, I'm using some slightly longer screws on the ends just to make sure. Suck everything in and really give it a good base on the ends. And then the center ones and the backup screws, I'm just using 2-inch screws. Actually, no, 2 1/4. And getting them in so that we don't have problems with bowing. putting about 2 at every 4x6. Go. These anymore. Next, we need to put our flashing on. So you saw how Mickey managed to just completely demolish the wood just by chewing on it. So my hope now, let's see if this is the right size. Perfect. My hope now is that we can put some metal flashing over the top. I've got 4 8-foot pieces to put over the top. It's got a little lip on it, and I'm gonna put that on, hope it discourages Mickey from trying to chew. So let's find out. You'll notice they're a little bent. They were like that on the rack. And I asked at the register, I said, you know, it's a little scratch and dented just like that wood. They took half off for me, guys. So don't be afraid to ask if something isn't perfect, especially when you're using it for homesteading. And frequently the stuff that we're doing, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just got to be functional. So if you can get half off on something that's probably going to get demolished anyway, go for it. Good. All right. One down here. And for this flashing, guys, I'm using roofing screws. So they have a little rubber washer around them that makes them watertight for roofs. They also are self-drilling for going through metal, so it makes it a lot easier. They don't have to be super long. As a matter of fact, these are even, I think I have some shorter ones. I just don't feel like going to walk to go get them. But these work great for going through this flashing or any of the tin that we use on a lot of the roofs around here. And hopefully it'll keep everything sucked down with that washer so that even if she does try and bite at it, it'll give it a little bit extra sturdiness. I'm putting them in front of the 2x6s mostly, except for this one obviously, so that hopefully she doesn't try and chew and get her tooth on one. I don't think she would do it, but you never know with this horse. Tell you what else, So my father was thinking, instead of 2x8x16s, getting 2x8x8s and just doing 2 across. I'm glad I didn't do that, because when he said this at the store, and I said, I don't know if it'll come even to 8 foot, you know, these posts, and that would make it really difficult to put it up there. And I'm glad we didn't go that route, because as you see, it's not an even 8 feet between the posts, and I would have been struggling with that. So unless you know the measurements, don't guess. I get myself, and I'm going to tell you that on camera, and I'm going to tell you I make that mistake all the time. I get there and I have another idea and I think about it. And sometimes, against my better judgment, I will try and make something work that I don't have good measurements on when I'm at the store, because I went there with another thought in mind, and at least half the time, if not the majority of the time, it ends up biting me in the butt. So learn from that mistake of mine, and always make sure whatever you're doing, you have the right measurements to do it when you're going to buy your supplies. Hopefully that makes it Mickey proof. We'll put the other 2 on, and then we've got a couple other projects to take care of. I'll tell you this, I guarantee that horse is going to be upset with me. Funny as it is, all of them have pretty strong personalities, and she's going to know I did this to prevent her from doing what she likes to do, whether I like her doing it or not. And I promise you, she's going to be upset that I did this. Even bring this one out a little bit more. There we go. Now that I know I'm doing it. If this works really great, I might do it on all of the boards, especially if I do go ahead and replace them all new. Because each 8-foot piece of flashing costs $8. With the 50% off I got, because they were bent, they were $4 a piece. So in total, the extra security of putting those on there cost me $16. You know, I'd say that's pretty reasonable, especially when the cost of lumber to replace it is so expensive. I could have probably flipped this one around and capped it, and I might still do that, but this is kind of a trial run, see if this is going to work with that horse. I think it will. I think that's going to be helpful, and for $16 for that extra peace of mind, I'll take it. Yeah. Hey, piggy, piggy, piggies. So those cedar chips I had just put in here maybe a week ago. Probably not even quite that long. And they have already just made a huge mess of it all. I think 3 bags of these. I think they'll dig it. So yes, they are loving the shavings. And I have a rubber mat under all this, so when spring comes or whenever I need to, I can shovel all the junk out. It's not fun, but it can be done. Good job, guys. Enjoy those pine shavings. I was doing straw, but they kicked all the straw out into their pen. I mean, believe it or not, there was actually grass here at one time. Same thing with the boys. They just made a huge mess. So we've got that going for them now. The water is completely thawed out for now. We'll see how long that lasts. I heard it was supposed to snow in the next couple days, even though we hit almost 50 degrees today. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. Pays to have long arms. Set these up here. So when my ranch hand is doing chores, he's got a little bit easier access. Let's go check on Plan B and sausage while we're over here. No, I did not get them shavings. Call me cruel. They still have a good amount of straw in their house, and Sausage seems to have it all packed down just the way he likes it. And who am I to argue with a 400-pound pig? Yes, Plan B. You're a good boy, Plan B. You're a good boy. Yes. I know. I know. He bullies you, doesn't he? He bullies you. One of these days you'll be the king of the farm, I promise. Unless Cold Front gets to it first. Do still need to get Mickey back in her own stall. So why don't we go ahead and take care of that right now. Let's put these in here. Grab some more cookies. There. Hey guys, who likes cookies? You guys are dragging that hay net out there already, huh? I'd really rather you didn't. Really rather you didn't do that. Well, you know what? Maybe what we do is come back after we're done, grab that, and pull it all the way out. And let them just clean up the bottom of that for tonight. Come on, Mick. Who's a good girl? Yes. No, 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 no. No. Huh. Come on. Come on. Come on, Mick. Mickey. Come on. Mickey. Huh. Good girl. I'm sorry you had to deal with her. I know, she's mean. Actually, it doesn't look like you two had any. Excuse you. Excuse you. One more, and that's it. It doesn't look like you two had any major dust-ups. Yeah, I gotta give them some. Now we can give some horses some cookies and wrap it up for the evening. So this can go outside of the pen altogether till tomorrow. Well, you know what? I'll let it hang there because it'll dry out more. They can clean all that up. Clean up your hay. Go on. While I'm in here with the tractor tomorrow, I'll try and clean some more of this out now that it's not frozen. All right, now the next trick is going to be flipping this over, moving it over there, and then making room for myself to get the other one out. Look at the horses go, trying to get that new hay. Obviously they don't know it's not really new hay. Oh yeah. Slipping and sliding. They sniffed it and looked back at us like, really?
Different spot. Guys, we'll give you some good stuff. You gotta be smart about it.
Quit dragging it out in your pen, you won't have that problem. Hey Mick, want a cookie? We got new hay for the cows. We freshened up the hay for the goats, and we're going to, we gave new hay to the cows. We freshened up the goats, and now we're gonna let the horses clean up some of that other hay till tomorrow. And we're gonna use our new round bale hay net. These ones are technically for square bales that we used to use almost always. But this past season we got a better deal on these round. What do you think, Mick? Go over there, Soji. Brand new hay. Poor cow. Okay. Go take care of the pigs. So a lot of the time we'll feed the eggshells back to the chickens because it helps them with the hardness of their eggs. Oh my goodness, what a mud puddle you guys have. More. We got enough water. So you can see I found a scratch and dent thing of pig feed. It was half off. So I threw it on top of our grain. I just happened to be at the feed store and I saw it. I figured, well, just because the bag's a little bit open, there was still about 40 pounds there and half off. I'll take it. Price of grain recently has been really high, so anything I can do to help the farm, I try. I said before, I don't usually give a lot of grain to the goats unless they're milking. You know, if they're on the milking stand, they get a little grain, but just to feed them, we've been doing hay for a long time. This year has just been difficult because that manger broke, and we'll see if we can get that fixed up today. Oh, look at that, guys. Look at that. So much hay. Okay, I'll go get some of that grain and spice it up for you. In the meantime, work on that, would you? Let's not have this in here. Good girl, Cookie. Cookie's not too picky. Probably because you guys never let her get to the food first. Let's do this. I'm gonna be tricky. Watch this. Watch this. Get it from underneath. There's plenty there. You just gotta get it. They'll work on it. They'll figure it out. I think what I'll do while I'm here is go ahead and empty this out right up next to their fence. Get in there, Jane. Find it. It's a scavenger hunt. Goats always want the next thing. They never want what's in front of them. They're sitting there thinking that this is going to be any different than that. If you don't want that, you can have that. Grab this. Grab this. So generally, when I'm bringing a new bale down for the hay net, I set myself up with the hay net so that it's in a circle, because we have round bales. It's kind of frozen up a little bit, but in a circle-ish. And gather up all the loose stuff to the sides fairly evenly if I can. Because when I bring the bale down on the tractor, I'm going to set it right in the middle. So I want that to be pretty snug. And then I want to be able to pull the sides up over the bale. It never really works out perfectly, but it works. It's funny how they all crowd around that one side of the bale. All the room they have, and they all want to shove into that one little quarter of the thing. Yeah, I think time for some new mineral. That stuff's looking pretty nasty. Can't wait to clean all this out, guys. It's gonna be so much fun. Probably won't put the whole bag, probably about half. Otherwise they waste it. So what do you think of the flashing?
I think it's good. I think we'll have to see if it, you know.
I tried to bury the screws mostly behind the 4x6s.
Right, because that way she can't get her head over far enough to.
Well, that, and hopefully she won't try and do it and then catch her tooth on a screw. Yeah. There's only those two over there at the edge.